Hi, my name's Oliver Perry and I'm hailing from Luton Sixth Form College. Now in the surrounding area there's a lot of controversy about the EDL and the Pakistani community, but I'm going on my own adventure to find out about the community itself.
There has been negative media coverage about this in the past, such as stories about the EDL, and before I'm quick to judge, I'll go on a journey to ask Pakistani students what it's like in their position.
In Luton, where we are now, is quite diverse, and you've seen a lot of different people around, right? So it's just, the controversy is just that, there's a lot of people, picking out on small things, like stereotypes of, Asians, Pakistanis, Bangladesh, whatever. You get that feeling around certain people, but it shouldn't let it faze you, so I don't let it faze me.
Yeah, I guess when I was younger, a lot of the time, not to me, but towards my parents, if I was walking with them a lot of the time, I think that was where the problems would start, because my parents aren't very British.
I won't name the school, but another school that's completely different race to you, because where we used to go to high school, it was all Asian, pretty much completely Asian. So we had a reputation for being typical Asians. It's
so different. Over there, you've got to cover up, you've got to be really, really Islamic and stuff, and it's so different. The way we are now, I could never be like that there.
It's just a different culture and the way it is.
None of us would ever move back to Pakistan. I think the best thing was for them to move here. I mean, it's a lot better.
As a Muslim, that's the most important thing to you is your faith.
It's very biased, I think, because the media, they have a lot of control over certain things, so they can say, oh, extremist this, extremist that.
It's all about how you portray yourself out to people, and if you give some people fit into that typical media stereotype of, oh, Asians are like this and this.
When the Muslims do something or the Asians do something, it seems like it's highlighted.
People's attitudes towards different races developed, and they've become more open-minded, broad-minded towards each other.
It's definitely not the real picture. Most Pakistanis, we're just like anyone else. We're not alien. We're just like anyone else. You find good people, you find bad people. That's what it is.
You won't find two people that are just like each other. It's we're all completely different and different views, different things and everything.
So I came up here when I was 4 or 5 years old. So I had lived there for a while. And in terms of family life, I had a lot more family there. Whereas here, I haven't got any family apart from my own family, my mom, dad, and brothers and sisters.
Yeah, obviously, it's my country, and I just got that. I don't get the same buzz as I get for England as I do for Pakistan. I enjoy it more when they win. I get happy for some reason, even though it's not. Yeah, I just get happy when they win, and I like cheering them on more.
The things I've heard about them, and I kind of lose my respect for them. And if England were playing, I would support England.
Well, let's just say if England and Pakistan were playing in a cricket match, then I'd have this flag around my shoulders.
Football for me is England. When it comes to cricket, for me, it's Pakistan.
As one community, because the word community is, it's not just, brown people, black people, white people, it's, everyone within that area.
Me and my team went down to Bury Park to see if we could find anyone to conduct an interview about their views on the Pakistani community. However, no one was willing to take part in this interview, so we went back to Luton Sixth Form College to see if we could find anything out from the teachers.
For me, Pakistani means Muslim, means Islam. When I look around my family, I'd say that those values that I grew up with, family, always being together, I think those are still there. But when I look at the younger Pakistani generation now, I think they have a confused identity. I think they're trying to establish their own identity. Yeah, when we were growing up, it was a very much, the whole society was different at that time. There was things like Paki bashing going on, so the whole society was different. You don't find that now. We don't see a dichotomy between Pakistani and Muslim, because my father recalled to me many times the struggle of how and why Pakistan was formed. It was formed on the pretext of there's no God worthy of worship, Allah. So it was formed on the pretext of Islam. So when people say to me, do you see a dichotomy between your identity as a Pakistani, British Pakistani, and Islam? No, I don't.
I think it's the way we do things collectively as one community, because the word community is, it's not just, brown people, black people, white people, it's, everyone within that area.
So, on my journey, I found that me and Pakistani students are all the same, and we have very similar interests. Therefore, apart from the colour of our skin, we're not really that different. We're all students, and we're all people.